Going on. My first video today is going to be about um, Kendrick Perkins trying to say that LeBron James was more athletic than Bill Russell. I always get tired of people always downplaying Bill Russell. They have taken him for granted. They try to say, well, he played in the 60s. They try to make it sound like the man was a winner, college and the pros. And he's arguably the greatest basketball player ever because he is more accomplished than Michael Jordan. And he did as much as impactful, and he had a real rival against Will Chamberlain. I mean, defense is the toughest thing there is to do. It's just like when you talk about Floyd Money Mayweather. You might not like how he wins, but he's undefeated. And he's almost like you could say the Bill Russell of boxing because his defensive game plan is so strong and dominant that it goes on into decades. So you might not get another basketball run like Bill Russell, but you're seeing it in boxing with a Floyd Money Mayweather who is 50-0. And I'm sorry, what do they always say in sports? Defense wins championships. But you see, one of these things is we can never see how it would have faded out. LeBron James is one of the best athletes ever to play professional basketball. But I would say the same thing about a Shaquille O'Neal. I'd say Hakeem Olajuwon. I'd say Wilt Chamberlain. I'd say Michael Jordan. I'd say Kobe Bryant. Athletically gifted. There are a lot of guys, there's some of the guys I could say that about. Shoot, Karl Malone was athletically talented, those are guys who had incredible talents and gifts and had long careers. David Robinson, come on now. So, but to always pick and say, well, to count out this, Bill Russell was a track athlete, high sprint, did a lot of things, had hops. I hate it when they downplay guys from back in the 60s. Bill Russell, now against Wilt Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, Jerry West, and Nate Thurman, a lot of these guys were great talent, But see, they're not as commercialized. But, this happens every generation. There'll be a new generation that comes along, and they'll downplay Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and then so on and so forth. But you need to educate yourself. And Kendrick Perkins was wrong on this, Bill Russell was bad. So I'm glad Bill Russell spoke up about his athleticism to Kendrick Perkins. Because listen, there was a world and a time before LeBron James came along. And a lot of people need to acknowledge it. All right, that's my thoughts and takes about Bill Russell. Step into Kendrick Perkins with visuals and proof. Hit that like, subscribe, and the bell rings. New video. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for one another. And remember, there was a world before we were in the world. And there's going to be a world after. Remember that. I'm out.